Peace and love, peace and love. I'm your very humbled and gracious host, King Ray. Welcome to For Love of the Game. We're on the show. We talk about what's going on in the sports world, as well as going on in the real world. As you can see here, I have my panelists to take a deep dive with me and give their own perspectives. From talking about what's going on in the sports game to the game of life, is all for love of the game. It is season 2, episode 51. We're going to be getting to Austin Reaves versus OKC fans. NBA investigating the Bucks. Jaden Ivey kicked out the league, question mark and more. So stay tuned for that. But how everybody feeling, man? How everybody week going?
Happy Easter, everybody!
Happy
It's
Easter.
Sunday. We about to have a great conversation with you guys, and I'm excited.
How you feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm great. I'm ecstatic. I'm
Thank
happy.
you, Lord Jesus.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
There we go.
Okay. Kyle,
All
How you
topic.
feel it?
Let's get to the
Not
topic.
bad.
okay.
I'm feeling marvelous on this Easter Sunday.
Lucky.
Yeah, man,
bro.
it's gonna be a special episode. The things that we're gonna get into. So yeah, let's start it off real quick. Icebreaker, first topic. First, all right, I'm gonna play this video because Luka Doncic suffers a left. It's actually not a left. It's a right hamstring. On the video, they said left, but they don't know what he's talking about. Right hamstring injury. I wanted to play that real quick because I wrote down left and I realized I didn't know what they was talking about. Right hamstring injury. I just want to play that real quick so we can actually get into the topic where Austin Reaves get into it with the OKC fan after the fact. All right.
Yeah.
The Knicks are now certainly here.
He really is. He's a great playmaker in the
Right
short
there.
roll. His offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding is so important.
They was getting their ass kicked anyway.
Let's hope this is
Yeah,
not.
it matter.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
They're gonna show it again in slow mo.
I was gonna
We
say,
just had JJ telling us before the game
All right,
that
here we go.
because they have been healthy,
Right there, the sleeve, the label sleeve.
that hamstring. And he was grabbing in the first.
All right, so right there you see
so
Austin
sensitive.
Reaves right here. So let's get into the other video. So this is still the same play, and this is what happens with Austin Reaves and the OKC fan.
Check out Los Angeles.
Now you know what it's like to play defense. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's fucking hurting. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't interact with that, okay?
It's now time for the Love's Kiss Cam. Time to pucker up and give your sweetie a kiss. It's the Love's Kiss Cam.
Have some fucking respect. Have some respect. Have some respect. Don't interact with him. Don't interact with him. Have some fucking respect. Don't interact. Have some respect.
LeBron just listening.
I'm just sitting there.
All right,
LeBron just thinking unpaid.
I'm paid.
I think I'm done for this.
All right.
I'm
It's
deep.
unpaid.
I mean, shout out to Austin Reaves. Okay. So, first question I have for you. First question I have, because I mean, all right, whatever. Y'all gonna act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. First question was Austin Reaves right for getting, pretty much calling out the fan in that manner? Was he in the right to do that?
Anybody?
All right, I'll go first. All right.
I have a second question, so you don't have to go crazy on the first one.
All right. What's the question again?
You was about to say something, you didn't know the question?
Yeah. I just
So
wanted
you
to
was gonna say random shit.
I might have.
Yep.
First question. First question. Was Austin Reaves right for calling out fan in that manner that you just seen?
Yes, because these fans nowadays be getting out of hand when it comes to being a fan and being a spectator. Like they be wilding, like they be that night disrespecting you while you're on the court and you're trying to do. I'm trying to do. I mean, from a And all the videos that we've seen out there, it's not just this one. There's several videos.
All
You
right,
see a lot
Oh,
of
you
fans
talking about
getting
go
several
to
into
videos?
the
it.
Let's talk
next
about this
question,
video,
Hector.
nigga.
The next
But
question, you're going into the
Austin,
huh?
all right, yeah. I respect the way he called out this fan. Yes, I
Okay,
agree with it. I
you're
agree.
so yeah, you're going into the next question, which is, what do you think about the dynamic between players and fans in today's league? And can I ask you something real quick, off topic? You know the questions is in the chat, right? You can always just go
Oh
to
my
it and see it.
god.
Just
He
to let
did
you
that
know.
now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you can always be locked in. All right.
Oh my god.
Always.
All right.
He
That's
talking about
I
always.
was so mad he told him that.
Always.
because I just realized why are we struggling with this the questions. All right. That's cool.
No, what's the
Yeah.
question?
All right. I'll say it again. Even though it's in the chat, I'll say it again. What do you think about the dynamic
Oh
between
my
players
god.
and fans in today's league? You were just getting to that.
All right. The players are there to perform for you guys. They're there to entertain you guys. You're a fan. You're a spectator. There should be no reason why you gotta be disrespecting these players that are performing for you while you're there to just view and enjoy the show. Like you don't need to go there and start disrespecting these players. You don't need to go there and start, bad mouthing them. Like at the end of the day, you're a fan. Play your role. Stay in the fan booth and just, enjoy the game. Like you don't have to get disrespectful. You don't have to do all this extra stuff. The way Austin Reed called this guy out, I respect it and I appreciate him for doing it because at the end of the day, you're there to watch him, essentially.
Yeah.
You're there to watch him. Why are you trying to disrespect him now? Why must you follow the clout in that way, in that form and manner? I don't understand it.
Got you.
So shout out to Austin Reeves. I think he did a great job for standing up for not only himself but his teammate and his teams, his peers.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
I'll take it. Everybody pausing.
Y'all can just go. You can just go into the dynamics between players and fans today, and what do you think about it?
All right. The dynamic between players and fans. I think everyone's entitled to their opinion, but just be respectful with it. Like just how the dude was just talking. He was saying something to Austin Reeves, and Austin Reeves told him shut the fuck up. Like I feel like
What he was
that was a bit.
he
Huh?
You seen where Luka get hurt? The fan is
Yeah,
right
I
there,
understand the
and
emotional part of it. Yeah,
but then the fan says something about
defense.
He
Right?
said,
defense.
he
Luka
said pretty much you don't have to worry about defense now. Pretty much.
Oh,
while
that's
Luka
oh
is hurt,
damn.
talking to
Okay,
Luka,
now I
and
see
Luka is
what.
While
hurt, and
Luka
that's
is
what
on the
he
ground
chooses to
after he just
say.
hurt himself.
Yeah,
See, I didn't even fully hear what the fan said. Now I understand why he responded
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Yeah,
Because
exactly. Yeah.
that was rude as hell. Okay, well, that just changed my whole stance because that's kind of like that's kind of like an eye for an eye. He said something, he checked him. I think he was right for checking him, but him walking up on him like he about to steal off on him, now you doing too much. So he was right, and then I feel like he kind of got a little emotional.
Got you.
But yeah, I agree about the relationship between players and fans in the league and just in general. I feel like if you're a fan of something, have your opinion, cool, but don't be. I don't know. People just be out of pocket with it. Like that was he didn't have to say all
That was
that.
the fan. What he said was
Opinion, but be
unnecessary.
respectful with it. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that's how it is in 2026 overall. But yeah, people need to stay in pocket. That's all I got.
Yeah. Vaughn.
I mean, y'all hit the nail on the head for real. Austin Reeves just being a good teammate that he is, defending his teammate. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt. So the fact that the fan just said that while he just literally, now that we know it's a left hamstring injury, season-ending injury. So I think you gotta have class at certain moments, especially when somebody's hurt. Like have some class, have some respect for the player. Like let's say if your ass was at your place of work and you hurt your hamstring, you think somebody want to be like, oh, now you don't got to worry about that paid vacation. You could go on vacation now. What if a nigga say that while you just pulled the injury or just got hurt on the job? Like, it's just certain moments you just got to have respect. And I feel like Austin Reeves was right for checking them. And I feel like that's just the day and age that we're in. That's social media. Like, fans just feel like it's okay to say anything, and you can say anything, have your opinion, but don't get mad how somebody reacts to what you're saying.
Right.
So yeah, Austin Reaves is right, and the fan was dead ass wrong, and that's just how the dynamic is between players and fans. Fans think they can say whatever they want, but then if they get checked for it, the person that's checking them is wrong for it. Like, no, there is shit you just shouldn't say. Just have respect. Like, that nigga's hurt, bro. Like, have some respect, and hopefully he's okay. Like, at the end.
Someone gets
like,
hurt and you look to make a joke. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's low, bro. That's low. So yeah,
Very crazy.
I agree with Austin Reaves. I agree with him.
Yeah. Kyle?
Let me be real brief. I agree. Fan got checked. He deserved it. And these fans are out of control. Just remember what Trey Young. Remember somebody spat on Trey Young in the Garden, the playoff game years ago.
He spit on him.
Yeah.
Years ago.
I feel like I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's game 2, the first round. Yeah. This is during the COVID time. They let fans back into the arenas. Remember that?
Around COVID, and you spit on somebody?
Yeah, you spit right on Trey Young.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So it's very disgusting the way these fans are, and I'm really shocked that the the referee crew or the people in Oklahoma City didn't step in and escort this individual out the arena, because I've been seeing a lot more interactions with the players and these fans be getting so out of pocket now.
Too much interaction.
And it's crazy now. Like, okay, I understand you pay for the ticket. You pretty much you're paying the players to watch them play. But
that's it.
You're stepping over that line. You're stepping on that line.
Nigga, watch the game.
Just watch the game. You could boo, you could cheer. I understand that, but you see a man physically
you don't have
hurt.
to play defense.
Like, yo, I understand the last time Luka been playing Oklahoma City, they've been torching y'all. You're up by 30. Yo, you can say what you want, but you ain't have to go that far. And I agree with Austin Reaves checking the fan. Yo, sometimes you gotta learn pretty much in life just to, pick and choose your battles. Cause you don't know what could happen to you in this situation. You got checked, and let's move on.
Yeah, some people are just dicks. You can't tell certain people certain things. It's like when people do certain things, you gotta realize if it was so easy to tell them something so basic, they probably never did it in the first place. So like some people just gonna be dicks, and you not gonna be able to change that. And so the reality is, it's like, yeah, you gonna get a reaction then. Keep being a dick. You gonna get a consequence for it. Keep being a dick. You gonna get extorted out the arena. Keep being a dick. You gonna get banned. Like, you're not gonna make it far with doing what you want to do by being a dick. You're not. And there's nothing you can tell those people. They don't learn a lesson. It's whatever. Anybody that can do that, dead ball, they not even in the middle of a fucking play. He just said it because he just felt like it. Like, nigga got hurt. They're not even in the middle of a play for you to sit there and say anything about Luka defense. You just wanted to make a joke while somebody was hurt. You're not gonna be able to tell anybody that's like that any type of logic to make them realize they shouldn't do that, or they just would have never did that in the first place. So consequences, just fucking ban that nigga and escort that nigga out the arena. Simple. And then nigga think that nigga gonna stop the next game he go to? No.
Also, tempers is high. They're losing by 30. One of your star players just got hurt. Not only that, but he got hurt in this game as well. So he's going to be out for a significant amount of time as well.
And let it be Westbrook. Let it be Westbrook and not Austin Reaves. And see how that go, nigga. See how that go. Nigga. See how that shit go after the game, nigga. If he catch you, if that nigga catch you outside the game, nigga, see how that go.
Yo, I'm laughing because Westbrook will fuck somebody up, bro.
Nigga dead ass. I seen that nigga do that shit before. They game was fucking. They not even in the game. He called me like in the tunnel. I don't know where he caught that fan at. He's like, "What you say?" Nah, say it again. Right here.
Right in front of his kid. Too. That joke was crazy. Right in front of his kid.
Yeah, say what the other these players that's down to give you a real consequence. Like, stop being a dick to
Right.
people. Basically, you can't
Pretty much. That's
determine
it.
people's reaction.
And what you put out, you're going to get back. So
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go into the next topic. Let me pull it up real quick.
Breaking news here at
All right. Next topic is NBA is investigating the Bucks over the handling of Giannis' injury. I'm gonna play this real quick and we're gonna get into it. All right.
Yes, sir.
breaking news here at 10 from the Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
ESPN reporting tonight the NBA is investigating the Bucks for their handling of his injury. Let's get right to 12 Sports Director Dario Melendez live for us in the newsroom.
Yeah, Deanna, we're learning a lot right now. According to ESPN, as you mentioned, the NBA is investigating the Bucks for how they are dealing with Giannis and his latest injury, trying to see if they are actually sitting their superstar because he's hurt or if they're trying to tank. NBA insider Shams Charania is reporting that the Bucks have told the league that Giannis isn't ready to play after suffering a hyperextended left knee 3 weeks ago, while Giannis has stated to the NBA that he wants to play, but the team won't clear him. Giannis actually speaking with reporters today, telling them, quote, "I want to expletive play. Do I understand the circumstances? Yes, that they're out of the playoffs. But for me, it's something that goes against my nature. We got to go to couples therapy, find a solution together." We're going to have much more coming up.
All right.
couples therapy.
Yeah.
I get what he was trying to say. He could have said something different, I know he was trying to
Yeah, that was he said something completely different. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so I only got one question for y'all. Do y'all believe the Bucks is purposely tanking?
I'll take a stab at this first. I actually got something to say for both parties.
Okay.
No, because I think they've been through enough, both parties. No, I don't think they want to tank. They want him to play.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's too much right now for both parties. They should have got rid of this man last year in the off season. It just didn't fall through. You got a situation with the Bucks just trying to do anything possible here, and Giannis saying he want to play, but it could be how many injuries Giannis had this year. When he get a tweak or something, he's trying to come back, and the Bucks is like, "Yo, you can't even do a simple 3-on-3 drill, but you want to play 5-on-5. Make it make sense, my brother." And it's so sad here. It just fell apart. They both got to they got to find a way to trade this man all season or clean something up, or Glenn has to get fired, or something major got to happen, because this is ridiculous here. The man want to play, he can't play because he's hurt. You already seen on the previous clip right here, nagging injuries. If you the man want to play, could source in the major injuries. We got to stop this right here. I understand players want to play, but to what extent it is? It's the end of the year. The team sucks. I mean,
I'll put this out there. They're 30-47, 11th in the East. The last 10 games, 2 out of 8.
Yeah. Sit down.
Go sit your ass down. I'm like, I get it. I get it. You want to play. You're not going nowhere. Rest your body up. Have your trade value in stock before you never know, something might pop or whatever. And next thing you know, you're out for you're out for this year and you're out next year.
Yeah.
Like, just sit down, bro. Like, I get it. You want to play. You just want to play basketball, but some things are more important than just basketball, and it's your health. That's how I feel.
Got you. Anybody else? Y'all believe the Bucks is tanking?
Yeah, it's clear. They're tanking for sure, 100%. So everything Kyle said, I stand by.
Clear.
It's clear. You can see that they're taking. Like, Giannis wants to play, but they're not going anywhere this year. So why would you risk him risking a torn ACL, Achilles injury? Because he's already not 100%. So now you want to lose. You're already playing non-competitive basketball at this point. The playoffs are set. Play-in is set. You're not a part of it. So why risk further injuring your franchise player?
That's not
meaningless basketball.
That's not really describing if you believe they tanking or not. You're just talking about his injury and why he shouldn't play. Which one you believe is more true?
I mean, it could be a little bit of both. It doesn't have to be one or the other. But
Because
yeah,
if he's actually injured, then clearly they're not tanking by sitting him out because he's injured.
On purpose.
It can be one. It has to be, or it can be he wants to play. He should be playing, but they want to tank, so they're keeping him out. So he can't be injured and they're tanking.
It could be, or it could be just the competitive nature of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Right? Yeah.
Like, you know how competitive this guy is. You know how competitive he is. You know he wants to play. Like, he can get hurt and still want to play. This is the guy who got hurt against the Phoenix Suns, and they're like, oh, he may not perform, and then he ends up winning a fucking championship. Like, he will play through injury.
Yeah.
Even though he shouldn't. But it's different between playoff finals basketball versus meaningless basketball. So it could be the team it could be the team just literally protecting their assets rather than, okay, we're tanking this year. Because they're still playing Ryan Rollins, who's a come up in their play. They're still playing him. They're still playing Kevin Porter Jr. They're still
He just changed
playing
his
these
whole
guys.
stance.
Yeah,
So they're
everybody's
not
still
taking
gonna
no
play.
more.
All the main players are still going to play, of course. I mean, because
So they're competing. They're competing, but we also see that they're not playing their star player. But it could be because of multiple things, because of tanking or because he's not fully healthy.
That's not.
So it could be both. I don't want to. I don't want to say it's one or the other. I don't want to say it's one or the other. But it looks like they're tanking.
So they say you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff behind it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gets swept under the rug.
I just watched Hector argue for both sides at the same time.
I'm
Go ahead, Locke. I ain't got nothing for this one. They test everything.
I'm sorry.
They taking boy.
Yeah, I got it. No, I don't think they're taking. I really feel like they don't want to risk him getting injured. So I feel like he wants to be out there because he's just a competitor. He just want to compete. He just wants
Which
to
is
play,
natural,
but
normal.
There's no reason for it. Yeah, I don't feel like he should be playing at all. I mean, honestly, I don't think they take it. I just think that he's just really not healthy and he just wants to play and they're not trying to risk him getting hurt because he came back from another injury and then he just got hurt again. So,
Right.
So it's like they just try to take the precautions. And I don't think Milwaukee is that type of organization that would tank. But it's a question now because all these other teams are tanking now.
Right.
So now they have to consider all these things. So I don't think they tank. I just think he's not healthy. He wants to play and he's just not healthy.
And the league is going to look at it now because they're trying to quote unquote stop teams from purposely tanking.
The tanking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he's healthy at all. I don't.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's healthy. I think y'all made some great points. Is that a possibility that they're tanking? Maybe it's a possibility, but for that to be a possibility, it would have to be that Giannis is actually healthy. I don't believe he's healthy, so they're not tanking.
Yeah.
I don't believe he's healthy.
I agree.
I think he wants to play.
Just protecting their asset.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play. He'll play injured, but I don't think he's healthy.
Yeah. That's all I got on it. Y'all ready for the main topic?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Sure.
All right, man.
Bring them out.
We're gonna be on this for a while. I try to give us the room for it. We got it. Hold
I
up.
love it. Yo, you just on this TI wave, right?
This man lost.
That was a classic song.
All right.
So that was a classic song.
It was.
All right, man. This is one of the ones where the sports topic becomes a life topic because all the shit that's going on outside of basketball when it comes to this topic. Jaden Ivey. No, it's Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey. The Chicago Bulls wave guard. I'm ignoring you. The Chicago Bulls wave guard Jaden Ivey after his recent and, as they say, anti-LGBTQ comments.
Yeah, it's bad, Reaves. It's bad.
And several rants. Sources tells ESPN's Shams. How you say his last name? Shams Sharvaya. God dang.
Jim
Sharvaya. Okay. As the team says, quote unquote, he was a detriment to the team. I'm going to play this video. We're going to get into it, all right?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This man lost millions of dollars and ruined his life all in a span of 75 minutes. So Jaden Ivey went on Instagram Live for 75 minutes, and by the time he was done, the Chicago Bulls waved him and his NBA career was over. But how and why? Jaden Ivey was the 5th overall pick in 2022. He was supposed to be Cade Cunningham's backcourt partner in Detroit. Last season, he was having a career year, 17 points a game, shooting 41% from 3. Then he broke his leg and everything changed. The Pistons traded him to Chicago back in February. He's only played in 4 games before getting shut down with a knee injury, and that's when he told reporters this.
I'm not the same player as I used to be. I'm not the Jay I used to be, but the OJ that's dead. I'm alive in Christ.
Now, athletes talk about faith all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. But then he started going at his own fans, calling them sinners, telling people that their prayers don't matter. Then yesterday, he went on Instagram Live for nearly an hour, alone in his car, and said the Pistons won't matter on Judgment Day.
The Pistons not gonna matter on Judgment Day?
He went after the NBA for celebrating Pride Month, calling it celebrating unrighteousness.
They proclaim Pride Month and the NBA. Come join us for Pride Month.
Please let me get this video out, YouTube, please.
Hours later, the Chicago Bulls waived him. Their reason was it was conduct detrimental to the team.
What did I do to the players? I did nothing but practice with them, play with them, pass the ball to them, good teammate to them. So why is it that the NBA and the Chicago Bulls say that I'm detrimental to the team? How? Because I believe in the truth?
He's now an unrestricted free agent at 24 years old, and multiple analysts are saying that his NBA career could be over. This is a guy who admitted to dealing with depression this year. Whatever you think about what he said, this situation is clearly bigger than basketball. We're gonna fall.
Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. Little touchy subject.
First, or you want me to go last on this topic?
Let's see. You might have some more information. I don't know. I'm gonna let you go first, Kyle. So you can really set things off. And then I'll find my way in there. Probably last or something.
Oh man.
The NBA.
Maybe I can feel it.
I'm trying to get a good picture. All right, whatever. All right, man. So, got 2 questions. First question: do you believe the Bulls was in the right to waive Jaden Ivey? Second question:
100%.
should you be able to express your beliefs or political views at the workplace? Go ahead, Kyle.
Let's go.
Okay, 100% with the first question. Second question, that's a 50-50. I could break it down to you.
Go ahead.
All right. So you can have your own beliefs and people agree with you say, but you can't say it in front of certain people. You know how the NBA is, especially how they run things. Especially they had a former gay player that used to play in the NBA, Jason Allen.
I forgot about that.
So this is about 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Do your homework, fellas. Go look in the archives. So this is the problem we have in today's world. Everybody has 2 cents to their opinion. When you say something, it's going to be consequences. I understand this gentleman's situation because when he was healthy, when he was on Detroit, when Detroit was coming last year before he got hurt, he was excited. But when he tore his knee up last year, they moved on without him.
Yeah.
It shows. Look at Detroit now. They're number 1 in the East, one of the best teams in the NBA, and they got the grittiness back.
Right.
But for this gentleman right here, mental health is situated one-on-one to the point if somebody don't check up on him and make sure he's good, it could turn left very quickly. The man just lost his job for speaking his mind.
Yeah.
And you know how it is in today's world. If you have a big platform and you're posting on social media, it's going to get traction. And you know your job is heavily into that stuff and had a former gay NBA player in there, you know it's gonna go left very quickly. If the Bulls wasn't gonna do something about it, you know the front office in the NBA and the Adam Silver woulda. You know that for sure. Come on, let's take it back by almost 20 years ago. A Hall of Famer made crazy comments on the radio. You remember Tim Hardaway Sr.? Oh, I don't want to do nothing with gay people. Oh, no. If I see him, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to turn around this, that, and third. I don't want to be around him. Is he in the Hall of Fame yet for making those comments? Just saying. Like, people got to learn. I'm like, in this world, we're all equal. We're all one. If you're going to say something, it's going to be backlash 125% of the time. It's so sad. Now to this point, this brother might ruin his life. Now he got to fight, scratch, and claw. Not even in basketball, in life for him to get right. Like, look at the things he's quoting Curry on the situation. Oh, how the NBA can do
A
this
lot
with
of different
Curry.
layers with this shit.
And I'm like, why the NBA doing this with Curry, but with me, I'm getting backlash. Like it's getting bad very quickly. My brother having one bad week. I hope he gets the right help that he needs, and then God could provide him to get get back on track, and hopefully he can get back on the basketball court. But right now, he need to worry about his health than anything else. That's how I feel, man.
Yeah. Do you know what he said about Steph Curry?
He said he's not a real Christian.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I
this
just wanted the crowd to say it.
Like how Curry have his Christian beliefs and everything. Everybody pretty much go by what Steph Curry feels, but when I say something, I get in trouble. Something like that. He said on his live.
Pretty much, if Vaughn summed it up, he pretty much called him a fake Christian. That's pretty much, if you sum it up, that's what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy in itself. That's a whole different conversation. That's crazy within itself. But I'm gonna let you go, Hector. Real quick, get your shit off. And then Wayne and Vaughn can go.
All right. First of all, getting waived after comments like this on a live stream on a big platform. Yes, you deserve to lose your job. Like you said, you are a public figure, so now you want to speak it. I understand you've been through depression. I understand that. I understand you're probably still suffering through depression. I understand that as well. But then again, it's all about who you're talking to. You can't just go on social media and just start ranting, especially knowing that you're talking about your colleagues, your peers, your team.
Do you believe you should be able to express your beliefs or political views at the workplace? Hey.
Do I believe that you can? No, that's something you do.
You can't.
Doors. You can't do that in the workplace. No, that's too sensitive.
Why not?
That's something that you gotta, because it's too sensitive. Again, you're a public figure. Not everybody needs to know your personal life aspect. Like
I didn't say
like
I'm not talking about Jaden. I'm asking you, anybody, an employee, can they express what they want to express, their beliefs and political views?
They can express themselves however they want. Again, an employee, like you can, everybody's got the freedom of speech. It's all about the repercussions behind it. You can do whatever you want. You're your own person. Now, as a workforce, there's rules. So, in order to be employed, you got to follow those rules. Like I'm all aware of Jaden Ivey speaking his truth. I'm aware about him or anybody in this matter speaking their truth, speaking their thoughts. At the end of the day, it's better to express yourself rather than keep yourself secluded. But you gotta be careful where you're doing it. Again, you're an employee. You can't be doing this in the workplace. You can speak your thoughts anywhere else, but not in the workplace because there's rules to follow in this area. So him getting fired is very unfortunate. I guess it's a part of their policy, whatever it is.
I'm sure it's not a part of the policy. But I know what you're saying.
But it's just It's unfortunate that he lost his job because this was a talented player. Like he was really good in his when he was with Detroit. So unfortunately the
Before he
injury and
got hurt,
now
yeah.
depression. Yeah, he was balling. Like this was like he was number 5 for a reason.
All
You can
right,
see it.
I got it. Go ahead, Wayne. What you got?
I got a question before I answer the first question.
Okay.
Is it a crystal clear what is the crystal clear reason why they're waiving him? Is it because
There,
of he's injured or his comments?
His comments.
his comments, but the exact words is what he was explaining in the video how my addition to the team. The exact words is we're waiving him because he's a detriment to the team. Now you can look
Okay,
at
so
her
that's
way
a
you
yeah,
want
I
based
understand.
off of what you're
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
seeing, but that's how
Mhm.
that's how they're determining it, the team
Yeah.
itself.
All right, man, this is a layer one for me because I see multiple angles of this. Do I believe they was in the right to waive him? I'm gonna say no, but I understand why. It's weird. Like America is real big on politics, as we know, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, and also if he's touching on religion, and it's ironic we're doing this on Easter Sunday. Since he's touching on religion, the reality of how America is run and the people that control America, it's like America is a very dag. America is a place to where it's popular to not believe in God, to be negative and all of this stuff. And we know I'm gonna put allegedly in the middle of this, but like in America with the LGBT and all of that stuff, like we living in times to where the negative stuff is being pushed to the masses.
Or you can believe whatever you
And
want to believe. At least that's what they preach. That everybody can be
yes,
whoever they want to be and believe whatever they want to believe, no matter what it is.
yes,
That's what they say
yes,
it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Be
So
all
yeah, I just
inclusive.
feel like yeah, all inclusive. Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna wrap this up a bit. I'm gonna say I feel like in America it's kind of like this majority rules policy, and we know it's just a lot of the negative stuff takes the forefront, and a lot of the he was speaking about the LG community and all of that. It's a lot of dollars and stuff behind that. So from a business standpoint, I understand, and it's just unfortunate that whatever situation is with God, when people see God and they get to talking about it to the masses, they get shunned. That's kind of how it goes. If you look at history, that's kind of how it goes. I'll do the second question now.
Yeah.
Should you be able to express your beliefs or political views at the workplace? Man, it's America. I believe everybody should believe in whatever they believe in wholeheartedly. But we also know, like I say, the rules at work. They want you to be an employee. So the politics of that is you at work. You just gotta follow suit, kind of like you can't be speaking on your political and religious views. They say if you want to divide people, talk about religion and politics. So
That's true.
it's never. I don't think it's ever good to broadcast your religious beliefs. I'm not saying I believe in God. I'm not saying God ain't the truth and all of that because in my reality he is. But like you said, everybody believes in different things, and we know in America, I just don't think they worship God. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you come out talking about that, they're gonna get you up out of there. So that's my take on it.
Got you.
Yeah.
What you got on it, Vaughn? You can mix it up however you want to
Uh,
mix it up. You don't have to really go with the questions if you don't want to.
No, oh man, it's just a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
One, don't Cause it's like believe what you want to believe, express it how you want to express it, but it's just proper channels to where you should express your thoughts. Because you're talking about the place that employs you, that believes in those views or at least support those views.
I like that
Kinda,
support. They
yeah,
support that
you
stuff.
kind
I
of
hear you.
you
Yup.
kind of can't speak against your workplace that at least supports those people that you're talking about. So it's like you gotta have the proper. You gotta speak on your things at a proper setting. And I feel like this wasn't a proper setting because you have a huge following. Like when you go live, you have fans, you have people that you influence, and the NBA is like, well, you're speaking against something that we support. We gotta. There's consequences to everything you do. So one, they gotta get him out of there. I mean, whether what he was saying is true or not, that's for people to decipher themselves. But against uh against a group that they support, can't have that. So it's like I'm not saying he's wrong for what he expressed, but it's proper settings to where you should express that. And I feel like that just wasn't the right way to do it. And yeah, and now he's been like on the streets, like preaching the gospel and things, and that nature, just pretty much speaking on religion. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really feel like it's a mental thing. I just feel like he's had a awakening, and he's been tuned in with God. So a lot of that he's gonna get shunned for that because just like against God's people gonna have like the hardest test. I feel like this is his hardest test that he's dealing with right now, and most of it people are not gonna be in support of. So I feel like all this is happening because he's had an awakening with God, and most of the time people don't really understand the mission until they get to the end of whatever that mission is that God has set out for him. So he's gonna go through a lot of turmoil before people can really see what he's standing for. And I think a lot of that's gonna be tied to he have a mental breakdown or he's not the same player, so he's just a different person. So it's a lot of things that's coming out in the media. They speaking on all this. Yeah, he's talking about God in a locker room. So it's like whatever you speak about God, people kind of give this depiction of who you are to try to make it seem like you're just this terrible person. And I feel like that's what they're doing to him.
Well, as you say that, the whole thing with that was he was going around to people asking if they were saved, and then he was kind of like pressing the issue to like everybody, if it's the staff, the locker room, whatever case may be. He
Doing
was
too
kind of
much.
like, yeah, he was kind of like up in people's face and kind of like doing it every single day to them. Do you feel like there's a such
Oh, so
thing
I
as
didn't know
being?
that.
Do you feel like there's a such thing as being
What?
too pushy in that aspect, or how do you feel about that, Vaughn?
Yeah, for sure, because everybody's not going to receive it the way that you're trying to convey a message. So to people, it's gonna be like, yo, he's doing too much. And I feel like the only reason it's coming out now because of what happened. I feel like these talks wasn't being had until this situation occurred. So I feel like yeah, I feel like your message and how you come across is the delivery is very important because a lot of people may not receive it the way that you intended. Because when you talk about God, a lot of people kind of disregard God. Let's be honest. We talk about religion, people really don't know how to talk about it. So it's like the delivery is very important. So move on to the second question. Should you be able to talk about it? Well, I kind of spoke on that already, but yeah, I think he'll be fine. The money that he was guaranteed this year, he still gets that. It's like 10 million, something like that.
Yeah, he still gets
So I
money.
think he'll be fine. It's just, yeah, man, when you speak out against that community or just speak with guys, it's always turmoil that comes behind that. So I think he'll be fine, and I feel like, yeah, I just feel like it's a lot. It's very layered. So it's
Yeah.
like I really don't like that he spoke against Steph Curry because that was just crazy too.
It's a lot of different layers you can
It's
attack
a
this.
lot, bro. It's a lot.
I
So
have
to
two
sum it
main
all up,
points.
you got two what?
I got two main points. But when I do my points and when
Okay.
I am speaking, like y'all can
Mhm.
time in, like we can mix the conversation
Yeah.
as I'm talking and stuff like that. Where y'all not
Okay.
just solely listening to me or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got
So
two
yeah,
things. But go ahead.
So yeah, man, it's a time and place for everything. He just did go about the right way, and it kind of backfired on him. And like all these stories coming up about him because like they're trying to paint him as this villain, and maybe some of those things he maybe shouldn't have done. But it's like I really don't think it's a mental thing. I really that's the thing that's the thing they're trying to paint on him because of everything that's coming out. But yeah, he just went about it in the wrong way, and it's like they'll talk about your religious views in your place of work. They're employing you, so it's like you can't speak about those things, especially if they support him. I'm not surprised they got rid of him. They fired him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Uh, I look at this and there's so many different like stories to it because this is not the only thing he did. You got the rent. You
It's
got
a lot.
you got these rants here. The things he said on the rants. You got what he was actually doing. We know when he was in the locker room with everybody and stuff like that. You have the things he bringing other people in and throwing them under the bus and all this other. So it's a lot of different stuff. He's 24. It's a lot of different ways I look at it. In some ways, it's right to me. In some ways, it's dead wrong to me.
Right.
So I can't sit there and just be like, oh yeah, Jaden Ivey just 100% correct with everything he's doing, and he's not. He's right on some things, and he's not right on other things to me. But I think that's for the course when you're 24 years old. I think that's for the course for two things: when you're 24 and you're young, and you don't know how to go through things, you don't know how to navigate through things, you don't know how to communicate properly. And you 24, making it seem like you're just now trying to find yourself at 24 years old. That's going to be a problem. And then what's my second thing? Forgot what my second thing was going to be, but pretty much one is like quote unquote you're asking for something to come with it when you're at your workplace and you're now talking about your beliefs and your political issues. Should you have a right to do so? Yeah. It's a touchy thing. The reason why I say this is a touchy thing, right? Because if you ever have orientation or have training courses you have to do at work, 1 minute it's you gotta allow everybody to express their beliefs, and if they this, if they that, they should be not what's the word? They shouldn't be discriminated against. They should be able to live their lifestyle how they live their lifestyle. And if they need to pray, if they need to do whatever they need to do for religion's sake or belief's sake at the workplace, they should be allowed to do that or be whatever they are, with no discrimination. That's in one breath, right?
Right.
The next breath is it's like, but then if you do, there is a chance that if they deem it as anti something or if they deem it as something uncomfortable, then it can turn to something else. So it's like that's where it gets tricky for me. Where it's like I don't know what I don't know what corporations really want. I don't know what people really want and companies really want when they play it on both sides like that. Where 1 minute is discrimination and everybody's supposed to be all inclusive, and then the moment someone disagrees with something, you can damn near almost get them out of there if you go to HR, or it becomes an issue. So it's like technically, yeah, you should be able to because they say you're allowed to, but then on the other hand, there can be possible consequences if you actually do so, depending on what a group of people disagree with or not.
Right.
So it's like yeah, no, it's like yeah, they say you can, but can you really type thing?
Yeah.
That's where you have to be old enough, which I don't think he's old enough. You have to be old enough to understand that game and that balance of just that understanding to know like, yo, there's certain things you shouldn't say, no matter if they make it seem like, bro, okay, there's freedom of speech. That's all this country say 100 times out of 100. The reality is, as much as we have quote unquote freedom of speech, the reality is you still can't say everything. So you can't just look at that as a blanket thing. You have to be old enough to understand that is not a black and white blanket thing how people make it seem. Yes, do we have freedom of speech where we can say where we want? Sure. But if you tote that line of saying certain things, then that freedom of speech is going to go out the door fast. You have to understand that. These things, so to me, these things have never been black and white. I'm old enough to understand that. That's why I used the thing of him being 24. I feel like he's not old enough to understand that. I feel like he's young.
Really.
I feel like, and another thing I was going to bring up that I just remembered, not only is he 24 trying to find himself, but he also, as he stated, he sound like a new, what you will call a new believer. Which means he have this information that he's realizing he believe in, but he don't know what to do with it. He don't know how to communicate it. He don't know how to go about it. And he's still pretty ignorant to it because he's new to it, which means he don't really know what the fuck he's talking about for real all the way because he's new to it. He's a new, what you call a new believer. And on top of that, when it comes to people that start to believe in something, they start trying to ram it down people's throat. You can't do that. It doesn't matter what your belief is. You can't do that. So when I say these things, I say it to say I think his heart was probably in the right place. I have seen these things time and time again when it comes to the circumstances of his age. Just now trying to find himself, a new believer in something. It's like, yeah, this all makes sense with those circumstances. I think his heart was in the right place. I think he went about things completely wrong. I think somebody should have been in his ear to tell him how to go about things. I also feel like because he seems like a new believer and he's 24, whoever was the one preaching the quote unquote gospel to him, I think they preached it to him wrong because they was not showing him how to go about things. You can't just let people just crash. He's 24 years old. Why? Whoever taught him this, could clearly someone is teaching him. You allowed this nigga to crash out. And I don't know how you just sat back, told him what you told him, preached to him, whatever you preached to him, and you sat back and you let this young guy that's trying to find himself, you allowed him to crash out. That's messed up to me. Because he didn't just get this stuff on his own. He's 24. He's showing you he's a new believer. So that lets you know that somebody recently is now preaching to him to things that he's realizing that he believes in. But it's still new information and he don't understand it all the way. This is why if you look at his live streams when he was like ranting about these things, you can tell he don't really have all the detailed information. He just knows kind of blanket statements. He kind of knows like, yeah, man, because Pride Month is unrighteousness. I'm not saying this, YouTube. Do not do nothing to this episode. I'm saying what he's saying.
You gotta say that.
He's saying how things is unrighteousness and stuff like that, which also turns into what you cannot do also is you cannot be self-righteous. You can be quote unquote righteous, but once you get into being self-righteous, that's where you're not doing things correctly. Because even the word tells you do not be self-righteous. Even the word tells you take it in for yourself, grow yourself internally, take in the word, don't turn your back on the word, but also at the same time, do not start running around judging people. Do not start running around using the word to judge people and try to tell people to do this and do that. Don't start being self-righteous like you a perfect human being.
It's not our place.
It's not your place. So, but I think he didn't understand these things because he's not that detailed in it yet, and he's not really there yet. You can tell he's just now learning when it comes to. So that's how I look at it when it comes to that. It's so many things you can peel back. Like you can't sit up there and talk about another man that you don't really know their life. You have no idea what Stephen Curry is about, how his lifestyle is, what he believes in. You can't turn around and act like he a fake Christian. I forgot what he said something like Steph Curry is he's a sinner and he's something because he curses and stuff like that. You're not around Steph Curry to say that, to say those things. You cannot start judging a man that you do not know and try to throw him under the bus, and you don't know his lifestyle. You don't know how he walks with his faith. You don't know none of that. That's not your place to say.
It's not my place to judge anybody.
Just like it wasn't your place to, as they were saying, it's not your place to start getting on the fans and you're on Twitter and all this other stuff and you're talking down on them. It's like, bro, what do you can't do stuff like that. No matter what you believe, no matter what your religion is, it's a right way to go about everything. It's a right and wrong way to go about everything. He went about these things in the wrong way. Now, I would say this. I give him credit for standing on what he's standing on. I give him credit for believing what he believes in. I think he should have every right to have the freedom of speech to believe what he believes in. Take out the whole trying to push people and take out the whole trying to, bother people every day with it, whatever. Take that out, right? Like, of course, someone has to talk to him and say, yo, I think he shouldn't have been waived. I think it should have been a conversation when it comes to those things. As a human being, how you operate with other people to say, yo, you're being a little too pushy. You can't, you know what I'm saying? The front office come to you and say, yo, you can't go to, let's say, this player. He don't want to hear all of that. He here to do his job. He here to play basketball. He messes with you. He rock with you. And he's not trying to get on your beliefs or anything, but you can't. If someone comes to the owner and say, yo, I feel uncomfortable because he keep bothering me this every day, they have every right to say that, and they have every right to tell you, yo, you can't be pushing stuff on people. Come here, play basketball. If you do connect on that level with somebody.
I never had the conversation.
And that's where it's like,
the problem.
I don't believe that you should be able to skip over those things that they would do for anybody else, because I've seen it. We've seen it in the league to where there's been people did a lot worse. And they got conversations and stayed on the team. Niggas had guns. Niggas did a whole lot worse and stayed on the team. So I'm not rocking with the whole way part. I understand that they have the right to do so because, I mean, you don't have to lie and be like, oh, it's a detriment to the team. You can't say that. Like, don't mix words. Keep it G.
That's wild.
I mean, you can keep it's your prerogative. So you can keep it G and say, yo, we don't like how he was pushy with his religion. Some people was not rocking with how he was going about things. And he said something about Pride Month. Yeah, he said something about Pride Month, and we're all inclusive. We can't have that. Cool. But don't say it's a detriment to the team, because now you just have the real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Have the real conversation.
They push that label on. They push that label on him.
And another point.
Get another team in the league.
Another point is the whole. Yes, he did say he was going through something mentally when he hurt himself. Yeah, but you cannot turn around and try to use that to say the reason why he's being preachy or reason you can't use he believes what he believes in because he's in a dark place. Even though you don't mean it by that, that's how it comes across. So you can't use both at the same time. Like you got to separate it. Like if you want to say, oh, he's going over the top because of the things he's going through mentally, cool. But you can't use, oh, he only saying these things and he only going on a rant about his beliefs because he's going through mental issues. I'm not rolling with that. You can't do that. Because even if he is going through something, you can't use his beliefs to say that's the reason. Like, you can't do that. Because then when it sounds like is you're making it sound like somebody has a mental illness and the only reason why they're even standing on what they standing on is because they mental illness. Wrong. That makes no sense to say. So just because he said it once doesn't mean you get to keep reiterating and keep pushing it as, oh, it's a mental thing with him. That's not fair. No, what it is, it's like, bro, we're all human beings. Let's not play dumb. He's 24. He's very young. He's a new believer in something. He's young as he don't know how to go about it. I believe they should have talked to him first. Now, if they talked to him, told him, like, yo, this is how you got to go about things. If he said, fuck that, then you like, all right, we got to waive you then.
Right.
Now, if they didn't skip that,
some
cool.
Corporations aren't that considerate. To the point Ray saying, some companies is not even that considerate. It's like, yo, you said this.
Yo, but Reeve.
They're not about to coddle you or have that conversation.
Hey, Reeve, niggas have done worse. And them niggas have multiple meetings, multiple conversations. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm saying, like, niggas have done worse than just this and then had conversations and they back on the team like nothing happened. Like, it's happened plenty of times.
So I can't give, for that reason, Vaughn, I can't give them that. Like, I get it, but for those reasons, I can't give them that. People have done worse and you had conversations. Now, if you had a conversation with him, like I said, and he said, fuck that, I'm going to do what I want. Nigga, you can't do what you want. You're an employee. You can't just do what you want. You got to go. So I get that.
That's different. That makes sense.
That's different. And so even though they say freedom of speech and even though they say, oh, you should be allowed to do this and no discrimination in the workplace, I'm 35. The thing I would tell people is if you don't know no better, leave it alone. Don't share your political reviews. Don't share your religion beliefs. Don't share none of that, bro. Just go to work and come home. Fuck, I don't care if they try to. Stop letting them sell you on the idea of freedom of speech, please. And I'm not saying we don't have no freedom of speech, but stop letting them sell you on shit and then put you in and then pretty much pressure you in a corner the moment you start believing in it. The best advice I can give people, or I would give him, bro, I could have told. I'm 35 years old. I could have easily told him before he did none of this. If he would have sat there and said, "Yo, this is what I'm going to do," I could have easily told him like, "Yo, if you do this, you're gonna get waived." I could have told him that before he did it. Cause I'm old enough to know.
Personal beliefs. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, and it's not. Yeah.
It could also be that. Yo, honestly, it could also be that we have common sense. Not everybody has common sense.
It's no. You missed what I said. It's not about common sense,
bro. It's a mentor.
I could have told him that because I'm not 20. I'm 10 years. I'm 11 years away from 24. I've been 24 before, so I could have stopped him from himself because he clearly didn't know any better because he haven't went through these experiences yet. But I could have told him straight up like, "Yo, they gonna waive you if you do this." I could have just told him that. Why no one else told him that? Why the person that was his preacher or whatever who was preaching on the word, why did he not giving him no wisdom? Why he just telling him the word with no wisdom whatsoever and you just let that nigga just run off after that? I don't understand that part. I know no one's not going to talk about that because he ain't talk about that, but that's what I think of. Like, why you just let this nigga just run around with the information like that? That's not how you guide people. That's not how you guide young people. That's not how you, to me, in my honest truth, that's not how you preach the word. That's not, whoever taught him did that shit fucked up. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm just keeping it 100. I think they fucked up where the way they was preaching to him. Where's the guidance? Stop just telling somebody the word and then asking them to figure it out. Where's the guidance?
The fuck is wrong?
And now he look fucked up. He looks silly. All these different things I didn't even really want to get into, but his life crashing down. He's talking about his family now. He's talking about other people. They calling it mental illness. All of this in 75 minutes and him ranting? All of that now. Why no one didn't save him from himself? He's 24. I don't understand that. I feel bad for him because I'm not gonna sit here and treat him like he's 40. No, he's 24. There's plenty of things that we all had did at 24, or the way we thought about things and the way we went about things, that we realized how wrong we were on our own, and it wasn't in the public. I'm not gonna get on this man for that. I can sit there and say he wrong about some things, but I am not gonna crucify him for being 24 years old under the circumstances he in. I'm not gonna do that. That's wrong. Because they could have anybody can do that to anybody at 24, 21. I'm not doing that.
So I have a question for you real quick, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he gets signed to another team?
I'm gonna keep it G with you. Wayne was on the money. The way the shit is set up with different organizations, especially the NBA and the league, and you talked about Pride Month and stuff like that.
The world in America.
Look, man, corporations have agendas. They do. And if you don't notice those agendas, just look what they put out and look at what they don't allow you to put out. This is anti-pride.
It's all about him now.
There's been plenty of things said that was anti, if you want to, since everyone want to use the word anti now, plenty of things that's been expressed and said and promoted in the league that can be considered anti-heterosexual. It could be considered anti-religion. It could be, a lot of things could be considered anti if you just, you know what I'm saying your beliefs or whatever. But it's not, it's never looked at that way because the reality is, I believe different corporations have agendas that they want to push out. And it's only anti if that's not the certain agenda they want to push out. I'm just being honest. You can't. So the reality is, a big corporation like the NBA, you cannot talk about Pride Month and think you're going to get away with it. It's not going to happen.
His best bet now is to either go overseas and play over there, because the team that really takes him on, could be a lot of criticism whoever team picks him up. So at NBA, so
I did forget about this though. There is some people and some players rallying behind him. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Oh, man.
The
Yeah,
NBA might got some shit on their hands though. It ain't gonna be over with him because now you got some players that's stepping up and
That's
saying,
speaking
"Nah,
up,
I
yep.
believe what he believe in." Like, nah, there's some BS. So Adam Silver got something on his hands here because everybody is
Another
not
problem.
just saying, "Oh, F Jaden." There's players in the league that's rocking with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. And I was just gonna say, the climate that we are in the world right now is just like turbulent times. So it could be, like y'all said, he could be having a spiritual awakening that he's obviously don't know how to handle and speak on yet.
But it's getting the
Yeah,
traction
man,
he
he played this wrong. like I said, how he spoke about it, and
yeah.
and I think just like how things usually go with corporations and businesses, he gonna have to get a PR team. He gonna have to clean this up. If he's trying to play in the NBA, he got to do something to clean it up. Or like I said, he might as well go overseas because like I said, they're not
He
about to
might be
let him
done
off the
in
hook.
NBA.
They're not gonna let him off the hook that easy. He
The
gonna
reason
have
why,
to do some
yeah,
type
the
of
reason
work.
why I say I
If
don't
this,
know
if,
because he got some players behind him.
you know what I'm saying? If this creates some kind of ripple effect in the league, he's done in the NBA. But if
But what if
it
it make it
blows
worse?
over, yeah, exactly. If it blows over, he has a chance to get back in the league. But if this
Them
creates a
players
ripple
can't
effect,
overtake the
other,
NBA.
huh?
Them players can't overtake the NBA.
It's
No.
not
I'm
about
saying,
players taking over, but if
no.
you got people
I'm talking about
behind them saying like, "Yo, this is not okay. They
the
shouldn't do this to
awareness
him."
though. The awareness that could come.
Adam
That's the
Silver
problem for
still
the
got to
NBA.
make things look like he can't make it look crazy. He can't just if he do
Yeah.
something and a lot of players in the league make it seem like he's wrong for doing it. He can't play it that way like he's just trying to be a dictator. He can't because it's going to ruin the image of the NBA. He has to play it a certain way.
His reputation.
Yeah.
True.
So
Yeah.
It's a good topic. It's layered, very layered.
Yeah. So if he creates awareness to where players are speaking out, and yeah, he would never be in the NBA again. But if they can find a way to sweep it under the rug, he has a chance. But I don't know. Players are starting to speak out, so we'll have to wait and see what happens.
I think he'll end up on another NBA team. I think they'll work this whole thing over. He's a talented young man. Like in the point you just said, the whole
this
time
ain't
you were
gonna have
talking
nothing to
about,
do with
he's
talent.
young.
If he gets back in the league,
young.
it's not gonna have nothing to do. This at this point, this has turned into politics. At this point, it's turned into politics. It would not be about nothing talent at all.
It ain't about basketball no more.
It's not about basketball.
Yeah, he took it past that.
Yeah, it ain't about basketball no more.
Now it's two options though. When you old enough and you understand consequences and you understand where things can get you when you're old enough, which I don't believe he is, you know, like, okay, because you can stand for anything. But when you're old enough, you're supposed to understand, like, look, if I put this out there, I got to be prepared with what's come with it.
What comes with it?
It's either you okay with it or you not okay with it. If he's old enough, the way he would sit there and say, like, yo, I know I might get away from a team. I know I might not be able to play in the NBA no more, but this is my stance. I'm standing on it. And so wherever comes with it, then I'm with it. Because you have an understanding of, but when you don't know that this is going to happen to you, and now your life is upside down, and you had no, I just feel like someone just threw you to the fire, and I feel like that's not okay. A grown man is just going to pick how he going to go about things. For me, if I'm speaking on myself and I know my beliefs and what I stand on and the shit that I might say on this platform, it's like I already made up my mind and I already know I'm going to take whatever comes with whatever. Like, I'm good with it. Like, I'm not dumb to the world. I'm not dumb to society. I know some people ain't going to fuck with it. Some people is going to fuck with it. I know some things could be a little controversial. I know some things is going against the grain. I understand these things. And so as a grown man, I'm going to be cool with whatever comes with it because I'm old enough to understand that. He's not old enough to understand it. That's not how he played it. He didn't play it like that. He just spoke from the heart. He didn't mean nothing by it, and now they're slamming it on him. So somebody should have been guiding him, man.
I agree with you 100%. That's why it's good to have entourage people that you can trust yourself around.
Fuck an entourage. with the things that he's going about and how he's going about things, it's not about an entourage. It's about a mentor, somebody that's way, way older than you, and not just anybody, but somebody that's living a certain lifestyle that you're trying to go in that direction. If it's a preacher, if it's whatever, if it's have to do with religion, you need to be dealing with people that's going in that path in that direction that is at a different stage of life and can actually guide you in a direction you want to go in. It's not about just having niggas around you. Right now, that nigga do not need an entourage. Let me tell you that. That's not what he need. He needs support system. He need his family, but as far as what I know of it, he don't have that. I think that's crazy within itself. But I wasn't gonna try to get into his family when it on here or whatever. But he's going through a lot. He's going through a lot.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
That's all I got on it. That's it.
Yeah, that was definitely heavy for sure, man. And I just hope everything works out for him because it is looking real bad for him. But I mean, any situation you got on your side, the storm don't last forever, bro. So just stay with your faith, stay with what you believe in, and God will help you see it through, bro.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it looks.
And just take your time. You're 24. You need to understand that you need to take your time with the information you receive, with the people you talk to, whatever your journey is that you're trying to figure out, take your time. It's too many adults in this world that's dead ass trying to find themselves in the middle of adulting. I've always felt like that was backwards. But the reality is, this is the spot you're in. You're 24. You need to be taking your time. You should have never rushed trying to jump out the window to try to tell people how you feel. You're 24, bro. Your perspective is going to change 5 years. Like, bro, take your time and really understand. Your brain ain't fully developed yet. You need to be breaking down your thoughts. You need to be breaking down what you really believe in, why you do, how you want to go about things, how you want to go about your life. It's so many things you probably did not think about to yourself yet. Don't start running around telling people shit. You're 24, bro. Take your time, bro. Anybody got anything else before we got out of here?
Nope.
And prayers to him.
Oh.
Yeah, facts. That's it.
All right, man. Before I was yeah.
Sorry. Shout out to Primes B Goated, who's watching on live screen. He said we fire. So.
Okay. Do you know who that is?
I have no idea.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you.
That's Armando. What's good, my boy?
Oh, okay. All right. Shout out to you. Hope you enjoyed the show, man.
What up?
I try to find a way where we can break this shit down. This is the best I can do on this platform to break this down, but because this is a lot, man. This is a lot.
Yeah. It's so many avenues to this. It's so many avenues, bro. Like, it's so much more to even talk about it.
3 hours. Everybody can talk about that one topic.
Yeah, we might fuck around and talk about it on a live stream or something. Yeah. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching the show right now. We getting near the end of the show. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to promote whatever they want to promote and where you can find them. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Yeah, man. Usually I have my high AG, but this episode was definitely a heavy one for sure. But you can follow me on YouTube, Vaughn Lockheed Anderson, on Facebook, Vaughn Lockheed Anderson, on Instagram at Real Vaughn World, and on Twitch as well at Real Vaughn World. Starting that stream in 2 weeks, man. So stay tuned for that for sure. Stay tuned. And yeah, man. Take it away, Reaves.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at GreenlightFit, Greenlight_fit, on YouTube at the Greenlight Series. We hope you enjoyed the show. That's all I got.
Go ahead.
You can follow me. I'm Hector. You can follow me on YouTube at HectorC908X2. Follow me on Twitch and IG at HectorC908. And on Facebook, Hector Marky Cuchado, and you'll see me post multiple things about our show today for the Love of Games podcast every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Kyle, take it away.
All right, y'all. You see how people is, the morale after this topic. You don't know what the unpredictability we're gonna have each week with these topics, man. That's why you have to tune in, fellas. Gotta tune in, ladies and gentlemen.
We getting better and better.
But just what time is it? It's about 2:49, 2:50. Hey, we got about 40, 45 minutes. Just sit back, take a break. I know it's Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. Hey, go ahead, go ahead and get some. Go ahead, get some, a late lunch or a snack. Go to the bathroom. Cause hey, we still got a special edition, episode 10 of the Pot for the Love of Hip Hop podcast coming in about 40 minutes. So just stay tuned. But you can follow me, Facebook and YouTube at Kyle Pompey, KYLEPOMPEY, and on Instagram, West_819. Hey, give it to my host. Go ahead, Ray.
Listen, like Hal said, yeah, we're gonna be getting into it the next show for Love and Hip Hop. Look, man, we're gonna be talking about J. Cole on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. We're gonna be reviewing that, so we're gonna be really getting into it. But you can follow me at King Ray TV on Facebook and IG to stay up to date on the show, as well as our other show, like I said, for the Love of Hip Hop. You'll find that YouTube channel down below, as well as our main channel, Fraternity Elevation. Just tap in and you'll see, what that's about. Subscribe to all 3 of our channels to stay in the loop with everything we got going on. Lastly, if you enjoyed the show, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, as well as click the link in the description where you'll catch us show live every Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. And like I said, from talking about what's going on in the sports game to the game of life, is all for the love of the game. Peace.